Hello, everyone. Now, I would like to preface this by saying this game, Shrek Smash and Crash Racing, is 10 times better than any Mario Kart game that I've ever played. Now, I have had a few thousand individuals tell me, "Hey, Josh, I need you to do a reading of the box and manual for Shrek Smash and Crash Racing for the PS2. Now, I will do this, and I will oblige. But I just want to take a moment here to admire some of the artwork in the front. Shrek is riding this non-canonical swamp monster. You got Donkey riding Dragon, and Puss in Boots on the bull. It's actually pretty loud. I'm going to turn that off. Now, anyways, so you see it says Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. I got this from a video game store for $8. Rated E for everyone by the ESRB Activision. They're going through the finish line there. Now, you can see on the side, it shows Shrek by DreamWorks, Smash and Crash Racing. And then has the NTSC United States Canada symbol on there. Now, we look at the back. We got some artwork. We got pictures of Shrek, Donkey, Puss in Boots. It says, "Hang on for the ride of your life. Play as your favorite Shrek character as you smash and crash through the Shrek universe." There's some cool looking pictures here. It says it includes a sneak peek of Shrek the Third video game. Nice. It says 12 mounts for addictive racing action. Race across 12 fairy tale locations. Magical pickups to even the odds. School your friends in multiplayer. So this is basically like a knockoff of Mario Kart. It says 1 to 2 players. Memory card for PS2, 88 kilobytes. Digital control, analog control, vibration function, and it's pressure sensitive. It's very good. DreamWorks, Toros, Activision, Activision.com. DVD-ROM. This is rated E for everyone for Comic Mischief by the ESRB, www.esrb.org. Now, if you look at the bottom here, you have the barcode. It says 0 and then 1 on the sides, and the number is 47875752777, if anyone was wondering that. It shows a bunch of like legal stuff. If you watch the show Suits, then you'd know what that is. It just shows Activision stuff. Alright, everyone. Now let's open it. Let's get this manual out of here. Alright. Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. E for everyone, rated by the ESRB Activision. See the back? This is just an over-the-hedge thing. I'm not really going to read that. Now, first page here, it says, "Read before using your PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system. A very small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights. Exposure to certain patterns or backgrounds on a television screen or while playing video games, including games played on the PlayStation 2 console, may induce an epileptic seizure in these individuals. Certain conditions may induce previously undetected epileptic symptoms even in persons who have no history or prior seizures or epilepsy. If you or anyone in your family has an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing. If you experience any of the following symptoms while playing a video game: dizziness, altered vision, eye or muscle twitches, loss of awareness, disorientation, any involuntary movement, or convulsions, immediately discontinue use and consult your physician before resuming play." This is very important. Alright. This is very important when considering this. Warning to owners of projection televisions. Do not connect to your PlayStation 2 console to a projection TV without first consulting the user manual for your projection TV, unless it is of the LCD type. Otherwise, it may permanently damage your TV screen. If you have a CRT, you want to avoid burn-in by leaving a menu up for too long. Use of unauthorized product. The use of software peripherals not authorized by Sony Computer Entertainment America may damage your console and or invalidate your warranty. Only official or licensed peripherals should be used in the controller ports or memory card slots. Now it says, Handling your PlayStation 2 format disc. This disc is intended for use only with PlayStation 2 consoles, with the NTSC U/C designation. Do not bend it, crush it, or submerge it in liquids. Do not leave it in direct sunlight or near a radiator or other source of heat. Be sure to take an occasional rest break during extended play. Keep this compact disc clean. Always hold the disc by the edges and keep it in its protective case when not in use. Clean the disc with a lint-free, soft, dry cloth, wiping in straight lines from the center to the outer edge. Never use solvents or abrasive cleaners. This is exactly what was in the other manual of the game, Champions of Norath, that I read. This is very interesting, in my opinion. Alright. Here's a table of contents for DreamWorks Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. Page 2 is getting started. Page 3 is setting up. Page 3 is also the default controls. Page 4 is the main menu. Page 5 is the options and pause menu. Page 6 is the game types. 7 is the on-screen display. Page 8 has on the track. Page 9 has characters. Page 10 holds tracks. Page 12 is pickups. 13 is the credits. 16 is customer support. 17 is the EULA. Nice. Now, getting started. Oh, this one shows the PS2 Slim console. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let me just show you this here. This is what it's talking about over here. All right. It shows the open button, memory card slot 1 and 2, disk cover, on/standby/reset button, the IR receiver, USB connectors, and the 2 controller ports. It says, set up your PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system according to the instructions supplied with your system. Check that system is turned on. The on/standby indicator is green. Press the open button to open the disc cover. Place the Shrek Smash and Crash Racing disc with the label side facing up in the disc holder, and then close the disc cover. Attach the game controllers and other peripherals as appropriate. Follow the on-screen instructions and refer to this manual for information on using the software. Now it says memory card 8 megabytes for PlayStation 2. To save game settings in progress, insert a memory card 8 megabytes for PlayStation 2 into memory card slot 1 of your PlayStation 2 system. You can load save game data from the same memory card or any memory card 8 megabyte for PlayStation 2 containing previously saved games. Now it's showing the controller. Isn't that nice? Got the translucent blue. Starting up, DualShock 2 analog controller configurations. It's showing the L1, L2, R1, R2, the D-pad, which is called directional buttons here, the square, X, circle, triangle, left analog stick with L3, right analog stick with R3, start and select, and the analog mode button. Here's the default controls. Starts for the pause in-game menu. R2 is to reverse the camera. R1 is to jump. L2 is to attack, and L1 is to use pickup. You steer using the either the left analog stick or the directional pad. You can also accelerate and reverse using the analog stick, left analog stick. Now, you can reverse the camera with triangle, reverse the camera with circle, you can accelerate with X, and with square, you can brake or reverse. Here's the main menu here. Menu controls. You can press the directional buttons or use the left analog stick to highlight your selection. When you find your selection, press X. At the main menu, you may select from the following options. Single player. Single player allows one player to race against AI-controlled opponents, not ChatGPT, just artificial intelligence. Multiplayer. Multiplayer allows up to 2 players to participate in split-screen battles and races against AI-controlled opponents. Options. The options menu allows you to adjust sound and control features, view records, and see the credits. Manage profile. Load or edit or create a profile. Profiles are used to track the progress of a player and their personal best results. Profiles are identified by the player's name, and therefore each player's name should be unique. Here's what the menu looks like. If I left the game running, you'd probably see that menu on there. Now, options menu. You have extras, you can view special bonus content. You got sound, adjust the volume of music and sound effects in the game. Controls, you can turn vibration on or off. Records, the screen displays records for each tournament, cup, and track by profile. Credits, you can view the game credits. Pause menu, you can resume to continue the current race. You can restart race. You can go into options and adjust the sound and control options, or you can quit and return to the main menu. Here are the game types. There's tournament. A tournament consists of 12 consecutive races. The goal is to accumulate as many points as possible in each race in order to finish in the best position possible at the end of the tournament. Points are awarded based on the player's finishing position in each race. Cup Challenge. Each Cup Challenge consists of 3 races. The objective is to accumulate as many points as possible in each race with the ultimate goal of coming in first place for the cup. Quick Race. With Quick Race, you can select any unlocked track and play. The objective is to finish the race in the best position possible. Time Trial. Available in single-player mode only. You will race against the clock to get the best time possible on the selected track. Successful players will have their best results saved to their profile. Battle Mode. Available in multiplayer mode only. 2 players battle it out using weapons picked up by smashing barrels. The first person to 10 points wins. This does not sound like Mario Kart at all. Here's the on-screen display. Here's what it looks like here. Shows the item, time, the place that you're in, speed meter, and the racers, and the lap that you're on. The place displays your current position. The item shows your current item. The lap shows how many laps you've completed. The time shows your current lap time and your total race time on the track. Your speed meter shows how fast you're going, and the racers displays the order of all the racers as well as any pickups they have been affected by. On the track, you have barrels. When you smash through a barrel, you will receive a random pickup. Pickups come in many types and can help you win the race by causing your opponents to spin out, or worse. Here's what you can get. You get speed boosts. Each track contains several speed boosts. No, that's not what you can get. This is just something you can go through. Each track contains several speed boosts. Some are in plain view, while others are hidden down branching paths and behind breakable objects. Race through these glowing blue trails to get an extra boost of speed and an edge in the competition. Jumps. Huge gaps, long drops, and raging rivers cut across the tracks. Ride through the purple trails to get a speed boost and launch your character into the air to clear these obstacles. Switches. Activate switches on the tracks by running into them. These will open up more shortcuts, even more shortcuts to get you ahead of the pack. Keep an eye out though, even though the shortcuts are open, their entrances are well hidden. Characters. All of your favorite Shrek characters, plus some more well-known fairy tale characters and creatures are available. Each character and mount has special attributes that vary over 4 separate categories: handling, acceleration, speed, and weight. Now you have Shrek and Swamp Beast. Take control of Shrek and a nearly unstoppable beast from his swamp as you dominate the track and smash through obstacles with this fearsome duo. Donkey and Dragon. Fear not and take flight with Shrek's noble companion Donkey and his dearest dragon. Princess Fiona and Onion Carriage. Race through the city and countryside with Princess Fiona in her signature onion carriage. Gingy and Cupcake Horse. The bane of dentists everywhere. Gingy and his Cupcake Horse are fueled up with sweetness and ready to take the top prize. Secret characters. There are 8 more characters that can be unlocked by completing different game modes. So it doesn't tell you all. Tracks. There are 24 total tracks in the game. The first 6 are unlocked from the very beginning, but the rest will have to be unlocked through skillful racing. The Swamp Cup. It contains a swamp. Shrek's swamp is full of mud, slime, rotting trees, and creepy crawlies. Now there's Green Forest. If you think you know your way through the forest, think again. Hansel and Gretel, Little Red, Goldilocks, Robin Hood, you know the stories. Things happen in the forest. Weird things. Yeah. Haunted Woods. Race through the haunted woods as you encounter eerie creatures and spooky surroundings. Ghosts, evil trees, and spiders. This track is not for the faint of heart. Then there's the Far, Far Away Cup. Suburbs of Far, Far Away. Tear up locals' yards as you race through the suburbs. Jump over the swimming pools, smash the lawn furniture, and destroy the mailboxes. Your dream, their nightmare. Then there's Downtown of Far, Far Away. Smash and crash your way through Far, Far Away's downtown district. But watch your speed as Far, Far Away the police department will be waiting for you. That's like GTA or something. Then there's Far, Far Away Castle. Through a maze of corridors, courtyards, and up through the tallest tower, you'll find Far, Far Away Castle to be quite a blast. The fireworks make quite a blast too. And there's more tracks. 18 secret tracks. Beat the tournament modes to unlock 18 secret tracks. Pickups. Pickups are weapons and magic gained by smashing through barrels. When you get an item, an icon appears in the upper left corner of your screen. Use these to defend yourself and fight off opponents. There's a jack-o'-lantern. The pumpkin may look harmless, but it lay on the track in your opponent's way and it will splatter everywhere when hit, causing them to spin out. Giant beanstalk. When the magic seed is planted, a giant beanstalk grows instantly from the ground, causing an impeding barrier for any opponent. Lord Farquaad in a box. Drop this toy on the track and the head bobbles around, hitting your fellow racers. That's actually kind of funny. Goose. Pick up the goose and let it fly erratically down the track, disturbing players in its path. Frog balloon. The frog balloon will buzz around and seek out anybody within range. Garden gnome. Throw this lawn ornament straight ahead to trip up players. So that's like the shell from Mario Kart. Magic frost. This spell freezes all opponents. Yeah, it says freezes all opponents. They will be unable to steer until it melts or smashes as they smack into a wall. Pixie dust. When used, this magic dust gives the player a boost of speed. Whirlwind. The tornado effect will cause any opponent to wipe out if they get too close. Shield. When the magic shield is used, you'll be invincible to all creatures, opponents, and weapons. Ogre strength. This pickup grants the user strength and an ogre size increase in speed and acceleration. Smash all your opponents as any character. Then the last one, swamp gas. Use this pickup to let out a smoke screen behind you to block your opponent's view. Now here's the credits. Once again, I'll just leave it on screen for you to read. I don't want to mispronounce any names. Here's more of the credits. Here's customer support. Online support internet, you can email support@activisionvalue.com or go to http://www.activisionvalue.com. There's other contact methods as a fax number, 24 hours a day, the mail for the customer support, and then the phone number. Between the hours of 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Central Time. Okay, just different hours for different days, essentially. And then you have the software license agreement here. And then you can actually fill out a little survey here. That's pretty cool. And then there's the over the hedge advertisement. Let's put this back. As well as we'll put the disc back. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading of the Shrek Smash and Crash Racing box and manual. Damn, this is much quicker than the other video.